Hello, welcome to the weather update, Sunday, May 29th. Definitely a pretty decent day today. Not a crystal clear sky, but comfortable temperatures and comfortable humidity levels. Um, Looking at what the sky looked like today, you can see what the sky looked like today. We had a cumulus buildup, as well as a lot of cirrus around, especially in the first half of the day. And then just a lot of contrails, which you may or may not be able to see here. But there were quite a few contrails in the sky. So not a there was some blue sky in between, and you can see here, looking at this, you can sort of see where the sea breeze fronts were today. So if you're looking for the sea breeze fronts, they were developing in the afternoon right over here, and then look at that over Staten Island, and then there you can see where the cloud cover kind of pushes back. That's where there was some cooler air moving in off the ocean after temperatures reached near 80 degrees. Temperatures then dropped into the 70s. So looking at the current conditions right now across the area, temperatures are in the low 60s across the area. Pretty much everywhere. You can see there's an onshore flow in New Jersey. You can see the southeast wind there. South wind over Long Island here. Move this up a little bit. If we put the dew points in here, you'll see the dew points are in the upper 50s now. Starting to rise a little bit tonight. Feeling a little more humidity out there. Let's take a look and see what your day was like at Islip. 62 degrees right now with a dew point of 59, and you can see south winds. But when we got the day started, you can see we had northwest winds and temperatures in the 70s. Generally in the 70s at Islip, looked like got it to the mid 70s, and then the south wind came in and the temperature started dropping, and the dew point started rising a little bit with the southerly wind there. So let's now look at our highs for the day. Our highs and lows. We'll go with the highs and the lows. So highs, mid-70s across Long Island with closer to 80 degrees in Jersey as well as the city. And I have a feeling the northern half of Nassau also got closer to 80. We'll have to check that with some of the underground sites because they know the way this site is. I'm not too crazy about it. We'll check for the low temperatures in the morning here. You can see why I'm not crazy about it. It's slow. Lows generally in the upper 50s to around 60. So not too much radiational cooling. Let's go down to the underground site so I can get a better idea. Because they just have more stations on here. I have a feeling in the northern part of Nassau it got closer to 80. So we'll check some of the stations here in our area. Right now it's 64 degrees. Let's see what the high was. 82. That might be a little up there. I don't know if it got quite to 82. This might be a little high, but I think it got close to the 80 degree mark. And you can see the temperature's dropping. I can check a few more stations. I'll check the one in Garden City. Let's see what this one has. So, yeah, 81. So perhaps it did get up to around 80 today in the middle of the island. It got pretty warm, actually. Whereas if you were on the South Shore, I'm sure it was a lot cooler. Let's go to let's go to Forest City. I love that area walking around there. I'm sure they were probably only in the 70s today. Let's see what they got up to. Yeah, only 78. So, yeah. Sorry, low 80s for us. And then look at what happened when the sea breeze came in right around 4 o'clock. Boom, the temperature really dropped nicely. We didn't see that in the middle of the island, that's for sure. It's just another reason why living in the middle of the island sucks. Many reasons why it sucks. That's just another one of the reasons why it sucks. If you don't like the heat like me. If you like the heat, great. But I like it cool. I like a cool breeze off the ocean. And if you were right at the beach, it's probably even more pronounced. Jones Beach, where they had the air show today. Let's see how they did. So they only hit 70. Yeah, they had an early high in the morning, and then the sea breeze came in. And then temperatures were in the mid-60s all day long. Nice. Nice. I'm sure it was like that out east, too. If you were like Blue Point. Sure it was like that too. Let's see what they were like there. I'm sure they had the similar deal where it was warm in the morning and then temperature 72, and then you could see, boom, look at what happened when the sea breeze came at 11. Dropped into the 60s, man. If you're right on the water, man, and it's great, man, I'll tell you. If you go a little bit inland, go to North Patchogue, I bet you they were probably upper 70s. So let's see. Probably had upper 70s, and then we'll also check Ridge as well. And then Tom's River, just for fun. So he got up to 74.5. Still better than Mineola. A lot better than Mineola. It's too freaking hot here in Mineola. I'm not getting any younger. I can't take it anymore. But a certain demographic doesn't care if I die in the heat. They won't let me live with them, no matter what. So let's go. I should try to leave this out of the weather update. I do apologize. So let's see what it was like in Ridge. This is the one, yeah, the Rolling Hill station. It was probably warmer there. Probably in a similar boat to us. No, it was cooler out there, 74.8. So, yeah, for some reason it was cooler out there. It was a lot warmer in Nassau County. Probably because we're closer to New Jersey. Let's go to New Jersey now. Well, they all want people like us to wind up. Let's go over there and see what it was like in Toms River here. Holiday City South. Let's see. Probably a lot warmer there. Let's see. 78? No, actually a little cooler there, oddly enough. What? They got a sea breeze? You're kidding me? It was cooler in Toms River than it was here, man. Look at that. They got a sea breeze around 1 o'clock. Went from 78 to 74. Look at that. Man, even they got a sea breeze in Toms River. Believe that? Unbelievable. Well, Mineola can be hotter than Toms River sometimes, I guess. Unbelievable. So, there you go. Well, we'll check one more area out. Here's just like toward Pine Beach. 79. Still see that drop, though. There's the sea breeze. So, yep. Here you go. So, there was a sea breeze in Jersey as well. That's for sure. So, let's get to the models now. We're not really going to talk too much. We're just going to go into tomorrow. That's it. I'll talk more about the rest of this week. We'll go into Tuesday, and that's going to be it. We'll talk more about the longer range tomorrow night, I think. So let's go to the HRRR model here. And you will see that we're dry tomorrow, so it'll be another nice day, no rain. It's just going to be hot. And we're going to be dry on Tuesday, too. So if you don't like the rain, maybe it looks like it's generating a couple of spot showers Tuesday night. But then if you don't like the rain, and I don't like the rain, not a fan of the heat, but I hate the rain even more, we won't have any of that. We won't have any rain to worry about. So nice weather to be outside, whether you like the heat or not. Let's look at our dew points and airflow here. You can see that southwest wind tomorrow. And, yep, we have a southwest to south wind tomorrow. And, again, we could see a temperature variation here where the middle of the island is going to be hot. South Shore is going to be cooler. Jersey roasts. Or maybe the Jersey Shore is. And then here's the problem for Tuesday. Killer west winds we have a killer west wind, and then it starts becoming southwest. But this is going to mean Tuesday is going to be much hotter. And then you can sort of see that backdoor cold front again showing up here Wednesday. All right, now if we want to bring this a little more into context here, let's push this a little longer, you'll see that the backdoor cold front does wind up sort of making it through to Long Island, but it doesn't really, and it kind of gets hung up. And then we have another front that passes through on Thursday. All right, but I don't really want to go into the long range on this, so that's why, I just want to keep this weather update brief, all right? I don't have the energy to do long weather updates every night. So let's go now look at the temperatures here. We'll probably drop to around 60 degrees, maybe some 50s. And then tomorrow, it's going to be probably mid-80s on the North Shore. We're probably going to be in the 80s here in Mineola as well. Middle of the island, we're sweating in the 80s. South Shore, start off around 80, and then the sea breeze comes in the afternoon and drops you into the 70s. Meanwhile, we'll still be around 80. If you're in Jersey, you're going to get close to 90 tomorrow. And then you can sort of see that backdoor cold front again there. And tomorrow night's going to be warm and muggy. Lows probably only making it to the upper 60s. And then we all die on Tuesday here with a killer west wind. Highs 90 or better. I think most of us probably low 90s and maybe some mid 90s in Jersey. If you're on the South Shore, will there be a sea breeze? Maybe a very weak one, but there probably won't be much of a sea breeze at all. And you can see that cooler air. Look, it's really just one day that's going to be really horrible. And then we have the backdoor cold front come in for Wednesday, and that pushes the heat away. So it's only going to be one day, fortunately. But now let's go look at the skies. We're going to shift gears, look at the RGEM model for that. And you will see here, looking at the skies for tomorrow. What is going on? We're missing some data here. Oh, it seems like it's kind of jumpy. I thought we had more. Yeah, we are missing data. All right. Oh, this is Sunday. You know what it is? I'm getting fooled because tomorrow is a holiday and it feels like a Sunday. So anyway, clear skies tonight, but we'll have some of that cirrus, some contrails, with plenty of sun Then that might not be a completely blue sky all the time, but there should be plenty of sun with some, maybe passing jet smog on contrails and cirrus. And then for Tuesday, we'll have plenty of sun as well with similar, probably a little more hazy sky with that west wind. And you can see that backdoor front. And then for Wednesday, it looks like a partly sunny day when behind the backdoor cold front, but it'll be a lot more comfortable. So it's only going to be really one really horrible day, fortunately. I'm going to also look at Ventu sky as well, and we'll talk. I mean, I like to use a few more models for the clouds, so we can use the FV3. Now, that overdoes the clouds. I can look at the NAM 3 if you want. I mean, it's like I'm always using one model for clouds, but this is the model for tomorrow. There might be some fog offshore. That seems to be showing up on this model here. And then for Tuesday, we'll just have some of that hazy sunshine again. But it's not showing too many clouds. Anyway, let's go to the Ventu sky here. We'll first show you what happened this afternoon, because it doesn't really this graphic doesn't really show it very well. Let's just jump to tomorrow, 2 o'clock. So for your Memorial Day, you'll see we're going to be in the 80s here. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 80s, mid 80s in the middle of the island. But if you're on the South Shore, especially right at the beach, you'll have 60s. Inland a little bit, you'll have 70s. And it looks like a pretty good sea breeze for tomorrow, at least developing. And it looks like it's showing maybe there might be a sea breeze for New Jersey as well. Might be. But it would just be, in a limited fashion. Once you go inland, you're going to be near 90 degrees, all right? But the problem is when we shift this over and we look at Tuesday, look what happens to the wind. With killer west winds with no sea breeze. We could be all dying in the 90s unless you're right at the beach. So Tuesday's the day that's going to be absolutely brutal and the day I'm going to be dreading, and we're going to talk more about that tomorrow night. Luckily, it's only one day, but a killer west wind means everywhere you're on Long Island, it's going to feel like you're in New Jersey. So I wish everybody a great weekend, and remember what Memorial Day is all about. Thank you to all of those who, gave the ultimate sacrifice so we can live in this great country. All our heroes, and even our, firemen and police officers as well. It's all about you, and it's not about a certain demographic. It's all about all the things that everybody, whether they're in the armed forces, whether they're the police officers or firemen. It's all about remembering those who we've lost. It's not about partying. It's really a sad day. It's really a sad day. It's a day to remember and we cannot forget all the horrible things that have been going on lately in this country as well. So it's something to think about on Memorial Day. If we go out there and celebrate and party, it's really about remembering all of those we've lost. And thank you all for your service. So thank you for watching, and have a good night.